Good morning out here in the beautiful San Gabriel Valley in Southern California. I just wanted to add some little commentary to the video that I did yesterday where I covered Kim Iverson's video about possible connection between Jeffrey Epstein and Nick Fuentes and the Groypers. It's amazing to me because as people keep falling for these deceptions, Donald Trump, MAGA, Nick Fuentes, we're losing time. Time is of the utmost to be able to turn this country around. Trump MAGA thing, Nick Fuentes, America First thing, that's more time lost in actually coming up with real activism and solutions to win our country back. But I think that's the whole purpose. Kim Iverson wondered, well, what would be to the benefit of Jeffrey Epstein and starting a movement, the Groypers, that is very quote unquote anti-Semitic, anti-Israel? Well, that's one of the things, is what I'm just saying, time robbing. The more they could distract Americans with false hope like Donald Trump and the MAGA movement, which we're now year 10 on that, and that's not yielded good dividends. The more they could have those who are on the alt-right, because that's mainstream right, largely Donald Trump, the more they could have those on the alt-right distracted by a vile, disrespectful, effeminate boy like Nick Fuentes, and then the Groyper movement, vile scum, the way they behave online. The more they could distract people, and it keeps people from working towards real solutions, founding real organizations that are positive, that promote morals. Because if you're looking for strong morals in a Donald Trump MAGA movement or Nick Fuentes Groyper movement, you're just not going to find them. Who you look to, your leader, is a reflection of how you view yourself, how you view what America should be. So the more that these people like Jeffrey Epstein, Mossad, Israel, the Zionists within our government could distract those on the right with false hope, false solutions, the better for them, because it means time continues to go by. They can further implement and cement the New World Order, so that by the time people do wake up from these deceptions like Nick Fuentes and Donald Trump, it's too late to win the country back. It's too late to win the country back. And I believe we're at that precipice. And I'm going to say this is my prediction. If we don't have a vibrant right-wing movement by 2030, I think it's going to be done. And I think what you're going to have is it's going to be done in terms of generations. It's going to be done in terms of returning this country to what it once was, intact, 50 states, I think. And what you're going to leave the current young generation and future generations with is a world that our forefathers, and even recently, 30, 40 years ago, we thought was unfathomable. A brutal world in a communist, Marxist America, even if they don't give it that label and say, well, we're a communist. Where being on the right will be bad for your health, literally, meaning violence. We're already seeing it, right? Assassination of Charlie Kirk. Right-wingers constantly getting attacked in the public square if they advocate for simple things that we just thought were normal for Americans 25, 30 years ago. Christians being hated, white people being hated. But But the longer the right keeps falling for these obvious psyops, I mean, the fact that people were supporting Donald Trump and didn't catch on to this at the beginning, you just wasted 10 years of actually having real solutions. You just wasted 10, 15 years, whatever it was with Nick Fuentes, of having real solutions. And now everybody realizes that everybody's jumping off the bandwagon, except a minority of hardcore groypers. And the groypers, of course, that's not even real. These guys, like a lot of these groypers are probably bots. They're agents. They're just like the movement is fraudulent. AstroTurf. All they need is keep biding their time. And how do they do that? Well, they keep flooding the country with third world immigrants. Those who are patriots continue to die off just through age. And the people replacing them don't have no loyalty to this country. They look at America as a big handbag to glad hand from to get all the benefits, but not having the spirit of 76. And it's frustrating to me because never fell Donald Trump thing. Never fell for it. One bit. What Donald Trump and Nick Fuentes were used to do, I believe, is to distract the right wing to falling for a hope that was never going to pay off, that was intended to never pay off, so that the New World Order would have more time to cement their plans without worrying about a strong, real right-wing movement opposing it and fighting it. Compare 2016, which is the year Trump won the election, to now. We are way worse off now. This country is way farther on from what it was in 2016. And so we wasted 10, I didn't, but you wasted 10 years looking for that false hope. People are still in vain hoping. It's amazing me how just idiotic people are. And the same thing with Nick Fuentes on the alt-right. And the fact is, people are lazy, be their own leader. Because at this point in time, until someone naturally rises out of the dust of the soil of America, because it's got to be a thing where people want to follow, but it's someone who has good morals, good character, doesn't flip-flop like Nick Fuentes, doesn't act violent like Nick Fuentes, like garbage comes out of his mouth almost every other sentence. And this guy's supposed to be a Catholic. Be willing to fight, but people were the conservatives, Republicans, right wingers have for Donald Trump. It's the same hope these rapture cucks have for the rapture to rescue them and fix everything. Same thing with Nick Fuentes. And we could have had a vibrant, real right-wing movement of patriots to take back our country in the last 10 years, but because everybody was on pins and needles waiting for Donald Trump to save them, here you are with egg in your face. And for the newer people in this movement, fool you once, shame on Trump. Fool you twice, shame on you. And people fell for Trump again. Anyways, you're going to have to be your own leader for now until someone naturally rises up. You're going to have to actually get involved and do activism. And I'm speaking to you as I'm speaking to myself. One, I didn't fall for none of these jokers. But I am going to get involved in more activism. My activism prior was just more from a Christian lens, preaching and going out and preaching, street preaching. But now it's really about trying to fight for our country. Or you're going to leave. your descendants, your posterity, you're going to leave them a hellhole on earth. And there's still time, because you look at America right now, we still have time. But I predict 2030, we don't have some vibrant opposition. It's going to be like the rest of the century is going to be a time period in our system. So anyways, hail Christ, hail victory, hail America. Let's win this back.